What up,
What's
YouTube?
up, YouTube?
It's Naj and Reina back with another drink and think. My baby got the it.
I got the it.
She got the it.
This is my look at that. Come home. Come home. It chapter 2 cup.
And I got the Built by Plants. Speaking of Built by Plants, who are we sponsored by, babe?
We are sponsored by Built by Plants. I got distracted. Hold on, ADD.
Wow.
ADD's hitting me.
Okay.
Sorry.
Built by Plant supplements, you guys. All right. So vegan nutrition supplements, not just for vegans, for everybody that needs to be improving their health, their fitness, their overall well-being. All right. Whether that's weight loss or building muscle. And that includes protein powders, that includes pre-workout powder, that includes multivitamins. We actually had a couple of you all purchase some of
thanks.
Built by Plants multivitamins the other day. Actually last night, so we greatly appreciate you all. Hopefully you all enjoy the supplements. I know you will.
Yes.
And that is bbpsups.com. That's bbpsupps.com. You can tap the link in the description and get quick access to that. And you save 10% off the whole entire order when you use the code Naj and Reina 10. All right.
Naj, letter N, Reina 10.
Yes. Yep.
Perfecto. I love it. Guys, thanks for waiting for us, and thank you for getting in. We're trying to make sure we had no internet problems. I don't have any wood to knock on, but we tried to make sure we were okay. Let's see what happens. But hey, I see some of our lovely, beautiful regulars.
Yes,
Kathy, what's going on?
What's up, Kathy?
I love it.
What's going on?
Liz, our girl Liz, who just cracks me up. Even though I have Liz, you give me a vibe that you either have a lot of brothers or maybe Liz is a unisex name. Because Liz comes off with that sarcasm that only certain people have. And you either have a lot of brothers or you are a brother. You hear what I'm saying?
No, what you mean?
I don't know.
Say it again.
Liz is just so quick and witty, and I just don't see a lot of
Oh, you mean her remarks and comments? Oh, I thought you talking about the name. I'm like, what?
No.
Gotcha,
look at this.
Gotcha.
See, this is why I just won't date murderers.
Oh, right.
Talk about the title of this.
Right.
And here goes Kathy. By the way, Liz, I'm happy you don't date murderers.
Oh, that's funny.
They're coming together. Liz said it's just not worth all the drama.
Just so you all know, we are still, I know I am for sure, still under the weather. So I may be in and out, making sure that I'm good and such.
You got sneezes.
Yeah, I got the sneezes, got all that good stuff. Bad stuff, not good stuff. But my babe got us some tea today. All right, this is some Zen tea with some other good stuff.
Liz says, I have 2 older brothers and women can be quick. Oh, no, women cannot just be quick. Women can be the fastest of the fastest. Yeah. But there is a difference in how it's done. So I have a whole bunch of brothers, so you and I are probably on the same wavelength. I have 2. Let's see here. Bindi. Autumn Rain. What's up, Autumn?
What's going on?
That's our girl. Bindi, what's up, guys? So glad that you guys could join us.
Thanks for coming.
We love y'all. I love when our regulars are our first ones in because it really helps us to just get all warmed up.
Yeah.
Yep, get warmed up, get ready.
Have a little convo.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Bindi said, hope you feel better soon.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate that. Getting there.
I got him on some antibiotics.
Yes, my babe took care of me.
We got some Robitussin, which is disgusting.
It actually wasn't that bad though.
Which one was nasty?
Robitussin stepped the game up.
Oh, they did.
What was it? I don't recall. Forgot.
Make sure if you guys are coming in, you're liking, subscribing, all that good stuff. Make sure you're coming in to see us and show us some love. So today's video is going back to the OnlyFans woman who unalived her man.
Yep.
Her poor man. She deleted him. She unsubscribed him from life.
Erased.
And it's really not cool. But we already did a video on this young lady before. We're going to now follow this trial. If you guys are in our Patreon, thank you to those in the Patreon that voted. on our next trial that we'll be focusing on, which is going to be the OnlyFans trial. That does not mean it's the only thing we're going to be doing. So someone mentioned in the comments, I think it was Kathy, did you guys see little Daryl in the wheelchair?
Yeah.
Yes. So we're going to be continuing to do any videos we can on little Daryl, but mostly through our Patreon.
Yes.
Because we want to make sure that our Patreon gets what it deserves. So we're going to make sure that we are still giving everything we're supposed to give where we give it.
We want to wrap that up. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think little Daryl's had enough time here.
Yeah, no
It's
shine.
time for us to get it going. Bendy, what is OnlyFans? So sweet child. Bendy. I hate to.
Is Bendy on our Patreon?
Yeah, Bendy's on the Patreon.
Okay. So the quickest way, you want to explain it?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, babe. No, my bad. I just want to be included.
I wasn't talking.
Go ahead, baby girl.
No, I interrupt you so much. I deserve it a couple of times.
No, I want to hear what you got to say, babe.
No.
You sure? Yeah. I say you sure, you go quiet.
Go ahead. Hey, Jackie.
So think of OnlyFans as, you on our Patreon, think of OnlyFans as the adult version of Patreon, right? It's like the adult content. Well, really, honestly, you could put anything on there. It was originally made for people that wanted to, provide their followers and things and fans with more content, more exclusive content. So they pay like a membership for more access to content. But certain section of individuals started to utilize it for adult content and post things and whatever, and they get paid a monthly subscription for access to see whatever they're posting on that adult content. On OnlyFans, right?
Like this generation does, they turn something pure and good-hearted into something nasty. So most people are on there showing everything that the good Lord gave them.
Yep.
And they're getting paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, it's our own personal porn channel.
Yeah.
It's your own personal porn channel.
Yeah.
It's like, you guys want to see what I do at home in the privacy of my four walls for a fee?
Yep.
Let's go for it.
Yep.
And people pay.
Yep.
There was a young girl, an 18-year-old girl. She turned 18, went on OnlyFans the day she turned 18, made $1 million.
Yeah. Well, you talking about the same one, Catch Me Outside?
Yeah.
Yeah, they said she made $52 million
total
in a year.
I'm talking about her first day was $1 million. Yeah, it was kind of crazy.
So basically $1 million a week.
And these were people waiting for this child to
turn 18.
That's disgusting.
Crazy.
And there's nothing. Yeah. I'm not gonna talk about it.
She's the Catch Me Outside girl. How about that? So yeah. Anyways, that's what that is. All right. So we are talking about today the OnlyFans. What's her name? Courtney. What is it? Courtney something. Gotta double check right fast.
My comments.
Oh, go ahead, babe.
Oh no, I can't say it.
Oh.
You didn't hold me back.
Oh.
Lavender, you're not late, girl. We just got started.
Yeah, we just kicking it.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late. I'm glad you're covering this. It's a very interesting case. I think she killed him for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. But we're gonna learn everything about it. This is the cool thing about trials. Yeah. All we have right now is just what we've kind of been told from media, but we don't have like all the facts. So I wonder how we will all end up going. It feels like an open and closed shut case, just like the last one, but you never know if somebody has figured out something to finagle their way out of the crime. And we should consider that everyone's innocent until proven guilty, I guess, but sis is a hot mess, so... Liz, Courtney posted it all on her Only Blank channel. That was her one mistake. Wow. Now you're giving us info we don't even know, girl. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get into it, because guys, we are about 15 minutes into the time frame, and we have a hard stop tonight around midnight. So we did a 5-hour live yesterday, and I'm tired.
Yeah, it was very fun and entertaining, but
it was so fun.
We needed some recovery, you know?
We barely woke up this morning.
Yeah.
It hurt.
Very much.
All right, let's get to it. Or not. There we go.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, what you talking about?
Oh. Courtney's plea for...
Oh, thanks, babe.
Look at that, baby. Oh, something weird just happened.
That was on the phone. Okay. Let's make sure that we are good.
Courtney's plea for help again.
We didn't even explain what this is. This is the unreleased body cam police interview of Courtney Clenney. Sorry.
Yes, that's what this is.
Courtney's plea for help again.
It's all under my name. I pay.
Okay, just to have judge again. This is so clear. She's trying to get a restraining order. She testifies as to has he been violent in the past. She says yes, and the officers kind of just they rush right past that instead of saying, "Hey, why don't you tell us about that abuse?" She does say that's not her thing, but she knows she wants him gone. 2 days, less than 48 hours before the incident.
It's all under my name. I pay the whole rent. He has never paid a second time of rent. And if someone made a friend, I broke up with him. He said my mom came out. So I told him to break up with him. And I said, my elevator.
Right fast, you all, is obviously pretty hard to hear, but if you look at the caption at the bottom of the screen, you should be able to see what's going on.
Also, we've seen this. We actually covered this video in our last video about Courtney.
Yeah.
So if you feel like this isn't like clear enough, you can always go back to that video too, because we actually saw this video.
Yeah.
Again, what's important, Judge, in that video, I know you've seen it, independent witnesses talking about Obumseli charging at Courtney to the point that they had to intervene, which is consistent, again, with what happened on April 3rd, where she says to the detective, he was charging at me, running at me, coming at me. I could see the whites of his eyes. Not an isolated incident of abuse by Obumseli on Courtney. No problem. Judge, you recall the end of that video, crystal clear. I want a restraining order against Obumseli. Judge, important, again, mischaracterization, misleading by the state in this case. This is the video of the officer in Las Vegas where Courtney gets arrested for domestic abuse by throwing a glass towards Mr. Obumseli that she admitted to the officer. What the state doesn't tell you is at the beginning of the body-worn camera is that this security officer tells him, hey, my people went upstairs and there's clumps of hair on the floor. There was a struggle. And again, Courtney protected Obumseli, didn't say anything until she realized, wait, I'm getting arrested. Officer, I didn't tell you everything that happened. Well, you could, I'll supplement my report, but you're going to jail. That's what happened. Courtney was abused that day by Obumseli. The video, I'm sure Your Honor saw it, the condition of Mr. Obumseli on that video in the morning. And you could see how Courtney's interaction was with the detective. The state failed to provide Your Honor this information.
The female calls while she's calling security. She's basically saying, like, "Get your hands off me." We get up there. They both at one point commit to a physical altercation inside of the room from upstairs to the assassin.
Okay.
I think there's a alleged.
I can't hear shit. Sorry.
Hair pull.
Hair pull, right? The guy is saying that
Hey, Nefertiti.
that didn't happen.
What's up?
Oh, let's pause this. So hold on, we have a super chat.
Lavender.
Lavender.
Thank you so much.
You beautiful, sweet soul with the perfect eyebrows.
Right.
Thank you. I know eyebrows are so good, right?
They lit. Greatly appreciate
Thank
the
you so
1999
much.
super chats.
Yes, thank you so
Appreciate it
much,
greatly.
guys. Okay, listen, I don't know, babe. Do you want to keep doing this video? Because it's kind of hard
Yeah.
to hear, and it seems a bit...
I'm gonna move forward to see. Okay, so it looks like it might get better. But
Hopefully, because I'm not...
this is really interesting quality.
Nefertiti, if you haven't kept up with the case, don't worry. This is a new case.
Yeah.
It's the first couple of days of trial. We're all very new into it, too. We did do a video on Courtney about 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago.
Yep. It seemed like it was quite a bit ago, actually.
It feels kind of long, you're right.
Yeah.
But we did do the video
About
some
3
time
weeks
ago.
ago.
Yeah, you can start with us because we're going to start covering the case because in our Patreon, everyone voted for this case.
Yeah.
So
it was about 2 weeks ago. It was called OnlyFans Model Deletes Boyfriend.
yes.
So y'all can check that out. We'll probably touch on some of those videos too. Like if y'all have some videos and mods, Kathy, you all, if y'all see some videos that you find interesting on this case, y'all can drop them in the comments and we'll take a look at as long as it's not copywritten.
Well, this was kind of hard to hear. So
Yeah.
I don't know. He's making his case clearly about, I don't know how to say the man's name.
Oh, I don't know it. So let's see. Let's see if we
Try
can
it again?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm gonna skip forward a little bit to a piece where we can actually hear them talk.
Not him.
The text messages, the state has tried to make a case about what these text messages show. Again, these are text messages. They're lacking in context, they're lacking in tone, they're lacking.
Okay, good people, we are back. Just stay patient and we'll have it solved and resolved in no time.
We're not drinking tonight. We're having tea because I think we've drank too much. Najee's sick. I'm still recovering. Like Kathy said, we're drinking tea tonight. We have some Zen and sleepy time tea with some lemon and date syrup.
Yeah.
And it's delicious.
Very good.
Let's get back to it, baby.
Okay.
Hopefully you guys can see us fine.
Text messages show. Clearly, Judge, we're not denying this was a toxic relationship. Mr. Clenney knew it. Miss Clenney knew it. Everybody knew it except for Courtney and Mr. Obumseli. He says, I'm not saying anything because tell them your side and I'll tell them what happened. And he never says anything because he's afraid of the truth because the truth would hurt. The state tries to say that Courtney is acting, I think that what the state's trying to prove by some of the text messages was like, oh, that she's acting in ill will by her use of certain things. Again, these are text messages without context. She mentions, too, without getting into the details, but in her interview, I know Your Honor's looked at it, she talks about Christian, I believe, was holding a knife to himself in the bathroom. He committing self-harm.
I don't remember exactly the situation, but he was, he had taken a knife, he grabbed it from my face, and then I got scared.
Golly. Okay, we good.
Oh, God. Okay, guys, we're going to start this and give you guys the overview from the top because we're starting too much. This, whatever that video was not it.
Yeah, we thought it was going to be like more of a, what should we say, like overview as far as like in actual in court.
Yeah, that was not it. So
that's not the one.
If you guys, hopefully you guys can see us fine again. And let's go ahead and get it started.
Yep, let's see.
I got some top 3 moments from the OnlyFans case. I think this is going to be better for us to start off with.
Perfect.
And see what we need to do. This is from 2 months ago. So this will help us to kind of get that overview that we need, okay? Oh, okay, Corn Pop. But we are so glad you came in just to say hi. So thank you. Okay. I'm ready. Let's get it going.
All right.
Now, this one might have more talking on it. But, guys, thanks for your patience. We should be good to go.
Okay.
No woman, no cry.
Oh, wait.
Welcome to the Patreon. No woman, no cry.
Yes, welcome to the... Okay. I think we're good. We're good. All right. You ready, babe?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was reading the comments. Corn Pop hurt herself.
Oh, man.
We still call her Corn Pop.
Yeah.
I like Corn Pop.
We believe that the state attorney's office, beginning the day after Ms. Clenney's arrest, mobilized the media and utilized them as a tool. It's clear that the family of the decedent in this case also did the same.
Courtney Clenney, the OnlyFans model accused of murdering her boyfriend, Christian Obumseli, asked to keep the public from seeing the evidence prosecutors have gathered against her. calling some of it salacious and sexually explicit. So what happened with this request in court, and how could it impact the case?
Much different.
I'm Anjanette Levy, and welcome to Law and Crime Sidebar Podcast. Courtney Clenney is the OnlyFans model who's back in Florida after being arrested in Hawaii. She is there to face a second-degree murder charge for the death of her boyfriend, Christian Obumseli. And I know that you've all seen that video in the elevator of her hitting him and him appearing to just kind of back up and not really take part in this fight. We read court documents that showed that this was a very tumultuous relationship. So Clenney is an OnlyFans model. So she's apparently got a lot of stuff on her phone that's sexually explicit. It's material of her doing things, I guess, as part of her job. And her lawyer, Frank Pietro, asked that this be kept secret. He doesn't want it out there.
She
and
shared
he
it with
asked
the
the
world
court for an order limiting what would.
I don't get it. It's, you just said it's for her work. So, and she's an OnlyFans model with her doing sexually explicit things that she was selling to people. So does she not want it to be shown now because she would have got paid for it? Like, I don't get it.
Wait, what was it? Can you just leave it on our screen, but like, what is it?
Okay,
Fans model. So she's apparently got a lot of stuff on her phone that's sexually explicit. It's material of her doing things, I guess, as part of her job. And her lawyer, Frank Pietro, asked that this be kept secret. He doesn't want it out there, and he asked the court for an order limiting what would be released to the public.
They did a...
Ma'am, it's not like you and your man were like some freaks at home together and now they're like, we're going to share it with the world. You gave it out. You sold your nasty stuff.
Willingly.
Mind you, let me be clear. I got to be clear about this because I don't want it to come off like that. Because I need to be really honest about how I feel about these things. I think that you are well within your right as a human being to do whatever the hell you want to do with yourself as long as you're not harming other people. Okay. And if you want to have an OnlyFans and you want to spread it eagle wide and just show it all out for $2.99 a month, baby, do what you want to do. Live your life, okay? But when you start doing things where now your privacy and your life is on display for others, yeah, we're gonna see everything that you did.
Yeah, and then even if you, you know, I mean, what she tries, like you say, $2.99, $3.99, they can still get it. Like, it still see what you out here doing.
I'm saying, like, you mad that first of all, I don't want to see it, but you mad about the public seeing you doing something that you were selling anyway?
Right, it's still out to the public technically for $3.
Right. For $3? Why you say it like that? What is wrong with you? What we got in the comments? Let's see what we're at in the comments. Thank you so much for your Cash Apps, Super Chats. All those good things are always so fun and help us to keep it moving. So I saw something in here that I want to make sure I sometimes this thing moves so fast. Corn Pop, I'm sorry you hurt yourself, love. Yeah. That's not cool.
Yeah.
Sue him.
Oh, man.
Lavender Tea. She was so the aggressor. She sure was.
Oh, yeah. Maybe we should take a look at that elevator video.
Well, we did the video on that already, but I know like people here don't know
just like
about
a little recap. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Tomcat. Nobody would want to see that little gremlin troll pumping his stuff, okay? We don't want to see that. I surely don't.
Oh, man.
Little spotted leopard ass. I can't stand him. All right, let's see. Nasty stuff. Oh, gosh. I'm watching it for now. All righty. Let's see. Nefertiti, I wonder if because of this case, she got a bunch more subs to OnlyFans. I'm sure she did. Absolutely. You know how weird people are? They can't wait to see craziness.
Yeah.
I don't know. I heard some of the famous girls charging like $100 a month. No, mama, they charge like $1,000 a month. They're crazy
Yeah, they
out
charge
here.
whatever. Yeah, they charge, and people pay it. That's the crazy part about it. People literally pay it.
People want to see you do something nasty for a little.
Something strange for a piece of change.
Something strange for a piece of change. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to this one. I think this is gonna be a good video, a better video.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I'm not ready.
You be like,
I just was saying it. All right, let's
right.
go. I'm ready now. Hey, Susan.
Cell phone download of Miss Clenney's phone, which is going to contain hundreds, this degeneration, hundreds, probably thousands of text messages. It's also going to contain content that she would use on her OnlyFans site, which has nothing to do with the events of August 3rd, 2022. I'm sorry, April 3rd, 2022, when Miss Clenney had to defend herself. It's going to contain, this drop of discovery I've submitted to the terabyte drive to the state is going to contain personal text messages with her family, friends, third parties that have nothing to do with this case. And that's going to be subject to Chapter 119, and the media, through Ed Griffith and the state attorney's office, they're going to send links to the media. Here's your public records request link to this video. And it's going to contain information that is highly inflammatory.
I know it feels like there are a million streaming services out there, but if you are looking for true crime content, Magellan TV is the place for you.
thanks, bud.
Heard of. It's where a British detective starts from minutes after the crime, base, travel, and much more.
No.
You can an annual trial. Just log.
I'm just gonna instead of
Miami Herald.
I'm just gonna do this real quick. Corn Pop said something. She said the most disgusting things. Oh, I got you, baby. She said the most disgusting things to him. Call it prejudgment, but I think he is the victim with the, like with Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. I agree. You know what? We saw the elevator video. If you guys didn't see the elevator video, it is on our page already. We did a video on it a couple weeks ago about the OnlyFans model, and she was whooping his ass.
Yeah.
And he's a big guy. She grabbed him by his hair. She was giving him the mollywops, okay? She was really going crazy. She called him the N-word too? Oh wow. No. So, my God.
You say countless.
No, girl, not countless times. Anyway, so, yeah, that's a problem. Wow. So, you're beating his ass on freaking... in the elevator when you think no one's watching, and then you're saying he's the aggressor. She grabbed him by his hair, pulled him back, started trying to mollywop him, and then was giving him a 1-2 punch. Then she jumped up in the air and came down with her elbow like this on him. And I don't know, she didn't do all that. She was
watching Mortal Kombat.
She didn't do all that, but the point is, she was super aggressive and disrespectful and abusive. So, no. Now, back to Corn Pop. Called him the N-word countlessly, audibly slapped him, punched and pulled his hair, and beat him on tape. Wow. Yes, I saw that, did not hear the N-word part. I mean, not that... That's just wrong. Exactly. Wow. Why would he put up with that? Because people put up with stuff that they should not put up with. Unfortunately, people who get abused don't know how to say no sometimes, don't know how to let go of it, don't know how to stop. They, there's no excuses for anything really, but it sucks that some people keep doing that. Nefertiti said, I heard about her calling him the N-word. Lavender T said she's using the same defense argument as an excuse. To my knowledge, she's on the record shouting racial slurs. Exactly. I did not hear the audio.
It was horrible.
I did not hear the audio. Tomcat said Randy savaged his ass. Corpop, finish him.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Oh, wait, that was dark. She said, just kidding, that was dark. I know what you meant. Oh, my God, she's so mean. She's busting out DBZ moves. Here goes Lavender. She was actually low-key racist, and she was using the fact that she's white and he's black to her advantage. Yeah, the audio is the worst part. So, right, countlessly slapping him. Sheesh. So, here's the thing. Like, I can... She said you said Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, like what Lavender said. Let me go back to Lavender's comment. Lavender, what you just said, she was actually low-key racist, and she was using the fact that she's white and he's black to her advantage. See, these are the type of situations where you're like, yeah, if you're calling your black man the N-word and you're not black, and you're calling him racial slurs while beating him, yeah, I can definitely agree that sis may have maybe racist or is racist. You gotta be like, what the hell is wrong with you? And if they bring up race in this case and try to bring up anything about that, I'm gonna be pissed off.
Well, like about
Trying, like anything with him and something negative or stereotypical about him, and he's the victim. He's the one that's not here.
yeah.
So how horrible. Corn Pop said low key. Nothing's low key about it, right? How awful. It's just bad and awful. I agree. Like, no, she said it because it was a low blow to have an up on him. Racist as fuck. Yeah. So, I mean, my thing is, I have a bad mouth. You guys know I curse too much. I curse too hard. It's not cute how hard I curse. And I also am good at going off on people if I'm really upset. Like, I can go off. Nothing, I've never gone off and said something like racist towards somebody when I was going off. Have you? I'm like, don't answer that. You haven't, right?
No.
Okay. I'm like, I haven't done that. Like, my mind doesn't go to going to say racial slurs. Like, I could not even imagine my mouth going there. My brain doesn't even go there. Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you must already be there.
Well, I mean, I don't even argue with people to let it get to that point. Like just random people, it's too much energy. But yeah, never thinking of that, never thinking that, okay, I'm gonna take it to this route, because it's not required. It's like, what's the subject? Like, let's argue about that. Let's cuss each other out about that if you want to argue.
Yeah, what does this have to do with anything? Nefertiti, I don't think the defense would be that stupid. They know that wouldn't get the jury on their side. Facts.
Really good.
The water's really good. All right, let's get to it. Wait, I say that every time and I'm not ready. Corn Pop said to degrade him, he's to be sick. And she said in this case, I'm not someone who even entertains racism. It is not a huge problem in my opinion, but this case, not cool, but I'm Canadian. I don't know what the Canadian word means, but I hear you, girl. Okay, let's go. What am I trying to say?
In Florida. But Frank
Hey,
Prieto
Trish.
talked about an email that his office actually received discussing Courtney Clenney and her culpability. So let's listen to what he had to say about that.
Judge, I received, just to talk about the impact of releasing these drips of discovery, I received somebody on August 14th was so impacted by the release of this video that they felt the need to go to my website and click on the ability to send me an email. And it says, sorry, bud, but Courtney is going away for murder. After seeing the earlier video of that elevator, there's no way her self-defense story holds up. She's a psycho that needs to be locked up. This is not the only one, but this is the intention that this garnered. Somebody felt the need to go and communicate with me directly because of this video.
And Courtney Clenney lost this battle. This is what the judge had to say about her request.
Based on argument presented here, based on written pleadings, the legal authority, and the declarations respectfully, the motion for a protective order and injunctive relief.
Oh, man.
And joining me to discuss this
she
is
gonna
Bryant
say?
Camarillo. He's a defense attorney in the Tampa area, and he's been following the case. So, Bryant, welcome back to Sidebar. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bryant, have you ever made a request like this in all of your years as a defense attorney to limit what the public can see from the discovery in the case?
Absolutely. There have been many occasions, and this would be an example of one time where I would try to emphasize to keep this out because I don't think it's relevant to the case, number one. Number two, it potentially exposes the public, potential jurors, to a part of her life that may not be relevant and could taint the jurors way
How
before they're
is
even
her
selected.
whooping his ass?
So again,
I'm sorry. How is her whooping his ass not relevant? If they take that out, you know what?
Wait, what was his words?
This man. What was whose words? This man.
His words, yeah.
Absolutely, there have been many occasions.
Let me go back.
Thank you.
Bryant, have you ever made a request like this in all of your years as a defense attorney to limit what the public can see from the discovery in the case?
Absolutely. There have been many occasions, and this would be an example of one time where I would try to emphasize to keep this out because I don't think it's relevant to the case, number one. Number two, it potentially exposes the public, potential jurors, to a part of her life that may not be relevant and could taint the jurors way before they're even selected. So again, some jurors are more...
Wait, so is he talking about still the OnlyFans part, or is he talking about her mollywopping him in the back of his head like a punching bag? Like which part is...
They're talking about the video with Nefertiti. They're talking about the video where she was whooping his ass in the elevator.
So he's like, yes, I understand that she murdered him, but let's not show the part where they were in the elevator, the public elevator, where she was punching him in the back of his head, pulling his hair, like hitting him with the uppercut, whatever.
Unless we're misunderstanding something, because what? Trish said a violent man would not take a beating from his partner. If he was the aggressor, he would be alive. Let's talk the truth, baby. And she would be looking like she had been through a fight. She had there was no damage on her body, nothing when they arrested her. Whew, wow. Okay, so let's get through this. Mariah, hey girl, right. Why is it even a normal inclination for you to spew racial slurs at your black boyfriend? Craziness.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you, it's some craziness out here.
Wow. I'm really thinking that he's talking about the OnlyFans stuff that's in her phone still.
I hope he is, because honestly, if maybe they are Nefertiti, because if they're talking about anything else, that can't be. He cannot be talking about that.
But they are showing the elevator footage while he's saying this.
Right, they're showing it. So I don't know. Let's get back to it. Hold on. Just slow down, baby.
You be like, let's get back. I'm like, okay.
All right, let's get back to it, baby.
Prudish or conservative than others, and they might just want to convict her just based on her occupation or her career alone. And so I can see why Mr. Prieto is moving to exclude this.
Oh, okay.
But he lost. He had argued basically that this isn't, the old days of the newspaper just coming out once or twice a day. We have social media now. We have social media used to drive readers, drive traffic to websites. So he's saying we live in a different world now. But obviously the judge is saying no dice. Are you surprised by that?
No, I'm not, because, I'm not surprised by his argument, and I'm not surprised that the judge ruled the way he did, because the First Amendment, unfortunately, trumps everything else. And so here, the Miami Herald had standing. The public has the right to know everything, but it is a balancing test. The judge would have to balance her right to a fair trial. So I think what's going to happen is obviously he denied the request to keep that out, but during the trial, my guess is that he's going to deny being introduced as evidence. So I think the public has the right to know the whole story, everything about her life. It's out there anyway. It's public domain. So I don't think the judge had any standing or any legal reason to preclude the Miami Herald or any news source from publishing this material.
Obviously, even if it's not admitted as evidence in the case, it's still part of the public record because of the discovery laws in the state of Florida. But I guess his concern is this could taint a potential jury pool. They may look at her a certain way. There may be people who get a picture in their minds of who she is, and maybe it won't be a sympathetic one. I'm assuming that's the concern here.
I agree. And again, that's why it makes perfect sense that Mr. Prieto would do this, because again, some jurors may not appreciate what she does for a living. And, and again, I'm not here to judge anyone, but some jurors they might prejudge her. And imagine if they're selected and then they carry that with them inside the jury selection, the jury box, even though they swear that they'll only consider the evidence. We're all human. So I can see again why Mr. Prieto wants the public not to see that part of her life.
So what do you expect moving forward? We know what we know about the case. I'm sure there's tons of discovery that we don't have or don't have access to. Moving forward, I guess all the defense attorney can do at this point is keep his head down and tell his client to do the same so that they don't feed the fire of whatever news coverage is out there.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Interesting. So, babe, actually, what do you think about that? Do you feel like it has any relevance? Like,
Now that I know, okay, so it's been clarified. They were talking about like all her little nasty little videos of her doing stuff to herself, I guess. Which
stop party.
Yeah, I guess so. Baby, I didn't know if this was rubbing up in.
No, we're good.
I can understand. I don't mind him trying to get that out now, like to not have that show up. I actually don't find it that relevant to the case. Yeah. Actually, I do think that you can immediately start having thoughts about like what type of person someone is if they're willing to do something like that. Yeah. I know I'm not the type of person to ever do that. And I do think of myself as someone that maybe like just thinks a little bit differently about myself. So I wouldn't do that. And I think it's not the most outlandish thing that someone will judge her just because of what she does and let that skew their reasoning or their understanding and judgment. I think that her action alone and the abusive aspects of what she did is enough to charge her and convict her. So I would hate for someone to put in some other shit that doesn't really matter, and then that possibly cause for a mistrial or an appeal or something later because of that. So I'm fine with that as well. Yeah. So, but the judge said that they will not be forcing the public to not see it anyway. So the public can see it. That he got denied. The attorney got denied.
Oh damn.
Yeah. So all that the attorney got denied. Were you watching?
I was hearing some of it, but then I was like, all right, boy.
Can you go through the comments for me while
I was just waiting for you to finish.
Thank you.
Okay. Lavender T says those tapes of Amber Heard admitting to hitting Johnny was just as relevant and spoke to her character.
Well, that was super relevant because she tried to say he was the abuser. Like as if she was some innocent victim that was it was clear that she had done things. So that was super, super relevant.
Yeah. At that time, we weren't currently doing the conversations, which at this point,
we were not on YouTube like that.
Yeah,
but we watched it. I watched it every day.
Yeah, Brandon would have loved to have done had those talks. I would have too. But a question about that. What do you all think? Do you all think that that case would have went the same way had he not been recording those situations?
You mean Johnny Depp?
Yeah.
If you saw it, guys, that Amber, this is very similar to that, but that case, but it seems like it went the wrong way. Huh. It's very similar to that. This case is actually very similar to the Amber Heard case, except for, unfortunately, someone died.
No. So, I was just saying that, do you think that had Johnny Depp not been recording those conversations...
Oh, yeah, she would have been screwed. He would have been screwed.
Oh, okay.
He had nothing to stand on. I mean, he did have, like, pictures of abuse and things like that. But her speaking and saying, yeah, I hit you. So what, Johnny? Yeah, you're a baby. You're a baby. Okay, so what? She said, you try to tell a room full of a jury in America that you, Johnny Depp, a man, was abused by me. See how far that gets you. Like that was damning evidence. Yeah. So
it was so crazy. Like I did hear a couple of them that you played for me. It almost seemed like she was talking as if she knew she was being recorded. That's how like obvious she was being with it. Like expressive she was with it. I'm like, damn, like you're admitting all this.
Okay. Tom Cat said, let's say she had any other profession on earth. Would it be suppressed? Your profession speaks to character. I can agree with that. I can certainly agree with that as well. Like what you do and what you do for a living matters. I do think I get it. So I got you. And I agree with you, Tom Cat. You're on point per usual. Huh? Najee's taking care of himself over here. Oh, sorry.
Thank you. Thanks, babe.
Oh yeah, some would hold it against her. Yes, exactly. Let's see what we have from Nefertiti. I think it's fair to ask for it to not be released. I don't think it will make a difference. She has been labeled as an OnlyFans unaliver. I don't even know her name. I just know she's the OnlyFans girl. Exactly. I agree. Corn Pop, you guys are thinking like lawyers. What do you guys do? That's so funny. I should have been an attorney, honestly.
Yeah, you did. You definitely could have.
I could have been an attorney. I'm not gonna lie. We are back at it. Thanks.
Okay.
All right, let's get to it because we have a couple comments in here, but let's go ahead and get.
Feel like it's still. Are we good or no? Okay, we good. All right, we back popping.
Corn Press, I'm thinking about going to law school. My nephew is, and I would love us to work together. That's so cool.
Oh, wow.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Trish said, I'm an old woman. I don't understand people putting their bits on the internet. Once it's out there, you can't take it back. I'm telling you, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure. I think back to when I was like in my 20s. I never did anything like nasty at all. But I have some pictures that just has a lot more cleavage than I would want. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, oh, I hate that picture.
Yeah, and then
it's out there.
So, like, y'all remember, like, MySpace and stuff like that, right? Like, I never had any crazy things or anything like that.
You were out there showing your stuff?
It's strange for a piece of change. Nah, but I did, like how you just have some ugly pictures or stuff that you just like, why did I take that? And then MySpace ended up being a whole different platform, so you can't even log back in. I had to fill out this form to try to get my, and it was still on Google when you Google my name and stuff. Eventually it dropped, they got it down, but just like crazy, like, pictures that, it's not like just ugly pictures. I just don't like the way I was looking.
Oh, I'm like, what were you doing?
No, I'm just saying it's like, ugh. I don't even
like, were you one of those kids that took pictures with money up to your ear and stuff?
No.
Because that's like the most horrifying thing.
I just meant like I don't like the way that I was looking in some of the pictures, or I didn't like my outfit and stuff like that,
Got you. All right, let's get back to it. Oh, Jackie, bye. Feel better. I'm so sorry that we are all getting hit with it. That is not fun.
It is not fun.
Yeah, that is not fun. All right, let's get to the next video. So what we decided to do is to pause that one and remind you guys what happened with Courtney. So let's show it up, okay?
Let's do it.
A newly released video allegedly shows OnlyFans model Courtney Clenney attacking her boyfriend Christian Obumseli in an elevator on February 21st. The video allegedly shows Clenney repeatedly pushing her boyfriend and trying to pull his hair. The man, identified as Obumseli, appears to push her back in an apparent attempt to block her attacks. 2 months later, on April 3rd, police responded to an emergency call from Clenney. When they arrived at her Miami condo, police say they found Obumseli stabbed in the shoulder. He was taken to a nearby hospital and later died from his injuries. Clenney's attorney insists the stabbing was in self-defense, stating that Clenney feared for her life during a physical altercation.
Wow.
Friends and family of Obumseli believe differently. We have no cause to believe that this was a case of self-defense, Obumseli's cousin said. A friend of his said, "We've seen her hit him. I've never seen him hit her." On Wednesday, Clenney was arrested in Hawaii and charged with second-degree murder for the fatal stabbing of Obumseli. She's expected to be extradited to Miami-Dade County to face charges. For the latest developments in this case and all things true crime, stay with Law and Crime Network.
Also, anyways. So, something that I brought up in the last live, or the last time we spoke about this, was if there was ever a time where it shows that he hits her or abuses her, it would be when they're together and nobody else is in that room, and he would have the opportunity to get away with something, right? Like in that elevator. Like nobody's in there with them. Like they don't know there's a camera right there. Clearly, she didn't know. And that would be the perfect opportunity for him to show his true character. He's literally just like, all right now. Even the parts of it, he like smiling for a minute, and she doing her best to really hurt him. And to say that she's being abused, or that he's the aggressor, and literally all he's trying to do, like she tried to close him out the elevator, he walked into the elevator, and then she immediately started attacking him, you would think that that would be when he would, at least even in defense, like, punch her or something. I'm not saying he should, but like when no one's around, if he was actually aggressive, like that's when he would attack. You would think if he was actually an aggressor, and he did nothing but basically push her off of him. That's it. And to try to play him as an aggressor, like I don't think
it goes back to like she's grasping at straw. She has to try to figure out something. But what I saw in this video, outside of what she did to him, she was even vandalizing the damn elevator. Like she was losing her composure even on someone else's property. You saw she was slapping that thing like really hard. She was losing her composure even on someone else's property. And oh, look at this really legit comment right here. Yeah. She wasn't afraid of him. Yeah. And Mariah with the truth, 0 self-control.
Yeah.
Autumn, that poor man. There's so much stigma though when men are being abused. And yes, and that's what it is. Okay, Susan, I'm a little behind. Is this from today's hearing? Are they getting ready for jury selection trial soon? Trying to figure out where we are in the process. Thank you. Hey, Susan and Chuckles. So we're kind of just doing like background right now. Yeah. We'll go in order once we kind of get all the background out because we are just starting it too. I think you were with us in I don't know if you were in our video when we went over her a couple of weeks ago, but it's definitely crazy. Yeah. And then Tomcat with the truth again. He seemed well versed in dodging her strikes. This was not the first time, and there was no shock in his face.
Yeah. That's true.
You guys always come through with the facts. Lavender, let's see what our girl Lavender says. I am glad cases like this and the Amber Heard Johnny case is being exposed to show men get abused as well. Yep. They do, and it sucks. No way, no fear of him. Exactly. And then like Autumn just said here, most men will not report being abused. Most men will not report being abused. One, for a multitude of reasons. I mean, you're a man. Would you report being abused?
Nah. I mean, like, now, if it's a stabbing, if it's something where I'm bleeding or something, or like really abused, then I think the majority of men can agree, like, I don't know about report, but removing themselves from the situation. But like, no, like from like being hit, it's not the first thing that come to your mind to report it to someone. I don't think. Like at least for me, that's not how I think. Like I'm being hit or abused, like let me report it or go tell somebody. Like I don't know. I don't think that's the first. I think because even if it was a man, like you getting beat up or in a fight, like my first mind wouldn't be to go tell the police.
I would.
So I think maybe I'm just the wrong person to ask.
I was asking you to speak like for men because I didn't want to talk for men, and you're a man right here. Like what I look like talking for men.
Yeah, no, I just don't think that. Now I'm not saying that's right. I'm not saying that that's the right way to be. But if you're just asking about my like honest opinion, like nah, like my first instinctual decision isn't to like report it.
You beat me. You whip my ass. I'm calling the cops.
Yeah.
I'm calling the cops. I'm calling your mom. I'm calling my daddy. I'm calling everybody I know. Somebody's going to get some damn consequences for putting their hands on me. Okay? Like, somebody's going to get in trouble.
Yeah.
If I couldn't defend myself and you're a man and you put your hands on me, I'm definitely calling the cops. But I think that's the point, that most men don't call the cops. Most men don't want anyone to know that their significant other has abused them. It's kind of embarrassing, or might be like, how are you gonna you're bigger than her, you could stop her, like how did she hurt you, like those are the things that they usually are coming up with. I'm gonna pull up the next one. Cindy. Hey Cindy.
What's up, Cindy? Let's see what's going on up in here. Let's see what's going on. Let's scroll back up. A lot of highs. My brother, Cornpop says, my brother was abused by his ex. he called victim hotlines. She called cops after whipping him with an electrical cord. Wow. Old school. The only thing that saved...
Really?
Oh, sorry.
The hell?
The only thing that saved his butt was the victim hotline records. Oh, that's really good. That's really good. My brother would never hit a woman. He was smart. He called because he wanted help. Yeah. Tomcat says, from my former line of work, I have never only taken a domestic assault from a man once. I have only taken a domestic assault from a man once. Funny enough, a stabbing. Wow. Kathy says, I had to call the cops and my younger brothers. Yeah. Call your brothers. Tell them you got some problems. And they the problem solver. That's a Lil Wayne reference. My man don't want me to call my daddy. I'm a daddy's girl and he is a...
my man doesn't want me to call my daddy.
Yeah.
I'm a daddy's girl and he is a 2-time combat veteran. And he's not playing. Thank your father for his service.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He get
What's
down.
that one?
Corn Pop says, my ex told me, excuse me.
I'm pulling up a video, guys. That's why we're waiting. Sorry.
My ex told me he would bury me. Oh, wow. Then a month later, didn't show me a month later, when in prison because of me, he fired his attorney so he could cross-examine me. Wow.
I remember you saying that, Corn Pop.
Wow. Yeah.
Oops. Sorry, go ahead. Tennessee sweetheart.
Tennessee, I could never call the cops. Every time I tried, he would grab the phone and destroy it. Damn. That is why I had to make a plan and escape with only my clothes on my back.
Gosh,
oh, wow.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
This is so horrible.
Yeah.
Tomcat said, oh, wait, you passed it.
Mm-hmm.
Tomcat right there. Only time men call on domestics is a custody dispute. Man. No Woman, No Cry says, gosh, listen how prevalent this is. It's wild. And yes, if you guys are in here, make sure you guys are liking and subscribing.
Yes.
We are doing the topic that came from our Patreon that was voted on. Yes. So we are going to be good to go. A lot of you guys have been through some crazy things, and I'm just so grateful you guys are here and safe and okay, at least today. And hopefully you continue to be, because like we've said, like, there's some crazy people out there, and it sucks the things that they've done and they continue to do. But it's wild. All right, guys.
Appreciate you all for sharing those stories as well.
Yeah.
And that's, being transparent with, situations that helps other people, whether it's like us hearing it and helps people in the chat, see that there's a lot of people maybe going through similar things. So thanks for sharing those stories. Right fast, like Reina said, hit that like button, subscribe if you're just now seeing this video or seeing us for the first time and you're enjoying the content, and turn on those notifications so you can know when we're going live. This video was actually one that Reina put up a poll inside of our Patreon where we vote to see what you all want to see, all right? And this was the one that everyone voted for inside of the Patreon, so that's why we're doing this. I think Reina found our next video.
Yes.
What does it say?
Yes, this is the audio catches OnlyFans model calling her boyfriend racial slurs.
Oh.
Corn Pop, we found it. I'm scared of this one though. I don't want to get mad.
Get off of me! You literally talked to her without telling me!
Just months before she stabbed her boyfriend, OnlyFans model Courtney Clenney called him a string of racial slurs.
Yes, thank you. Coming from Georgia. Thank you.
The newly released and disturbing audio was recorded by Christian Obumseli, who was later stabbed by Clenney and died as a result of his injuries.
I am so sorry. So shut up and let me f***ing slap you.
The recording captures an argument between the couple.
She says,
about
"Shut up and
someone
let me
Obumseli
fucking slap
died as-
you."
Yes, thank you. Coming from Georgia, thank you.
The newly released and disturbing audio was recorded by Christian Obumseli, who was later stabbed by Clenney and died as a result of his injuries.
I am so sorry. So shut up and let me f***ing slap you.
The recording captures an argument between the couple about someone Obumseli ran into while on a bike ride.
Get off of me! You literally talked to her without telling me! Courtney, I was on a bike ride and she passed me and I said, hi, you and Courtney are having a live chat. My bad, I forgot to tell you that. That doesn't make you to act and call me a
The audio of this argument was recorded just months before Obumseli was stabbed on April 3rd.
I'm so sorry.
In Clenney's 911 call, Obumseli can be heard saying he can't feel his arm and believes he's going to die.
I can't feel my arm. 3101. I can't feel my arm.
4 months after Obumseli died, Clenney was charged with second-degree murder in his death. Since then, body camera video of a separate domestic incident was released. It took place just days before
That's wild.
So let me unpack this real quick. So at first, for a second, she screamed, "Get off of me!" And I was like, "Oh shit!" He was putting his hands on her, and then I listened to. They played it again, or we rewinded it, but then I realized what was happening. So. Okay. So, he was out for a bike ride. Rolled past a girl. She found out, it said hi. The girl must have said something like, "Oh, your man just rolled past me." And Courtney is a jealous, crazed bitch. And
she said,
went crazy about it.
She said, "You talked to her without letting me know."
You talked to her without letting me know.
What the fuck?
What the fuck is... And this was something he recorded. And you can hear his voice like... He probably was trying to stop her from slapping him when she said, "Get off of me."
Yeah.
Like, she's trying to stop... He's trying to probably stop you from your crazed time. Like, wow. That is scary. And someone just said in the comments, she sounds possessed.
Yeah.
She did sound fucking possessed. She sounded like a crazed maniac. 2 seconds and she's already sounds unhinged.
You can hear the slap.
Wow, you can hear the slap. Whew. Winter Wolf, what's up, girl? I know nothing about this OnlyFans person, but I do not like what I'm hearing. Wow, exactly. Kathy said it. Kathy said she sounds possessed.
Yeah.
Wow. Lavender said, "I think she was also a drug addict, but anyways, every video and recording shows her as the abuser, so that's what I believe. Without a doubt, she unalived him."
Yeah.
Wow. Bendy, completely true. She is out of control.
Yeah.
Why just second degree? In order for it to be first degree, there has to be proof that it was premeditated.
Yeah.
So premeditation means there was some act of preparation, some act of, I put this together. It can be as short as 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 10 days. But did they go into this situation? Did she wake up that morning with the intention to unalive Christian?
I'm gonna get rid of you.
Yeah. So if there's no proof of that, it's easy for a jury to say, no, we don't believe she did this premeditated, so not guilty. So they have to go with something that can be more tangible. Second degree is more tangible. Second degree is like, I forgot what second degree's exact definition is, but basically it's you definitely did this. You intended to harm this person, and you knew that what you were going to do could lead to death. Yeah. That's basically second degree. Yeah. And it's not a crime of passion. Yeah. I mean, in her mind, they might try to go that way, but they're going with self-defense, which is stupid. I mean, it's not stupid. It could work because of all the other circumstances, but they're going to prove that this chick is a drug addict, probably. They're going to prove that she's out of her mind and dramatic and into this crazed, wild, like, behavior, even freaking out like that about your man riding a bike past a woman, and that's the response. Of course she calls the cops all the time. Of course she's calling him out of his name and saying racial slurs to him. Yeah. She is beyond logic. She's beyond logic. I can't read this because I've talked enough.
You ain't feeling good?
Oh, I'm sorry, babe. I got you. This girl is dangerous. She has murdered this young man. She does not present as a victim of domestic violence. Mariah. I can't stand her sitting there looking all traumatized and shell-shocked by the experience of court, knowing she was behaving that way. Well, girl. Lavender, those recordings are hard to hear without being triggered.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. You can't even say hi without her flipping out. What?
That's true. He literally, like, I was on a bike ride and she said hi, or I said hi, or whatever. Like, literally hi. He said they had a hour-long conversation. They didn't have a sit-down, like, hi.
She sounds like those crazy possessive guys that get heated if any other guy other than your father talks to you. Right, trying to restrain her. She was taking care of him, so she thought she could treat him any type of way. Now, girl, she said, let me go so I can slap you.
As if, like, there was a chance that was going to happen.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
Over there showing the world her goods, but sounds insecure AF. Okay. Yeah. Tomcat. She uses the slurs because she didn't love him. His race was more of a fetish for her. She didn't think of him as an equal. She's a beast. I can definitely 1000% agree with that. Winter Wolf, did any of you else see old Daryl in court today? Yeah, we did. We're gonna put a video up on our Patreon with it. Yeah. Reina, I get that. Wouldn't the videos of prior abuse show a pattern? Nefertiti, first degree is really hard to prove. Second degree is easier to stick.
Yeah. Now, if there was she text somebody, I'm about to get rid of him. First degree, for sure.
Crystal, she was telling the cops she was taking care of him. All strapped in. Sheesh. Yeah, they're talking about DB. Oh. Yeah, I was happy to see his little stank self roped in. She can't use mental because she was using racial slurs. Well, what do you mean, Crystal? She can't use mental
because she's mentally ill.
You can mentally ill people use racial slurs. Mentally ill people say all types of crazy stuff sometimes. Yeah. Hi, Lavender. He didn't have a whole lot to say. Okay, sorry. This girl's name is Courtney Clenney. Crystal. Oh no, not Crystal. I'm sorry. Courtney Clenney. If the gender's roles were switched in this scenario, that kind of jealousy would sink a man. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hello from Alaska. Hello. Give his defense time because it was set for December 14th. Oh, that's for DB. All right, y'all. Let's get back to it. God bless you, Naj.
Thank you.
That's from Kathy.
Thank you, Kathy.
All right, y'all. If you're coming in, please make sure you guys are liking, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and get back to it and get it going. Winterwolf said, that's true. Mentally ill people do use racial slurs. They sure do. I haven't seen some things.
You hot, bitch?
I'm not hot.
I'm put on low there.
Mikey! How's this brother going to sit there and let this woman just do him like that? You know what? This is why I personally, I do not believe in men putting their hands on women. But sometimes you just got to do a little.
Now, in that situation, he definitely could have shook her up a little bit. Like,
Yeah, don't hit her for real.
Stop
I mean,
it.
no, I mean, in this case, before she comes at you with a knife, yeah, like maybe hit her.
Yeah,
but
in that case, like drop kick
drop
her in the
her.
chest.
But I
Like,
mean,
drop kick her in the chest. She got a knife. She needs to be drop kicked. Yes.
he probably didn't believe she was really gonna do it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And she's wild. So let's go ahead and get back to this video.
Third.
Baby, I'm so sorry.
In Clenney's 911 call, Obumseli can be heard saying he can't feel his arm
Poor man.
and believes he's going to die.
I'm gonna die. I can't feel my arm. 3101. I can't feel my arm.
4 months after Obumseli died, Clenney was charged with second-degree murder in his death. Since then, body camera video of a separate domestic incident was released. It took place just days before Obumseli's death. At the time, Clenney told officers she wanted a restraining order against him.
All right, so what do you want to say?
I want to be like, I want to be like exonerated, I guess, of like anything wrong. And I want him, okay, the police are here.
This stupid freaking monkey moose said, I want to be exonerated of any wrongdoing. I want to be exonerated of any wrongdoing. Bitch.
When was this?
What?
When
This
was
was
this?
2 days before she killed him.
Dag.
2 days before she killed him, she wanted a restraining order, but wanted to make sure she gets exonerated of any wrongdoing that happens. That actually could have been premeditated. They could have, that's a stretch, but they could have been like, she was planning on doing this shit.
What was the point of saying that?
We're about to listen. I don't know. Let's get back to it. I probably stopped too soon.
What do you want to say?
I want to be like, I want to be like exonerated, I guess, of like anything wrong. And I want him, okay, the police are here. I want a restraining order against Christian Obumseli.
Well, we don't issue those.
Because, no, I'm serious. Can I do that? Where can I
go to court. You have to go to
okay, but
downtown
how
or
can
do
I make
petition?
myself first? Because I know him and he would do it. How can I make myself?
So you want to hurry up and get this done first. You want to be exonerated or anything. You want to put the restraining order on him first. Because I know him. Because he's going to try to restrain me first. Because he thinks logically. So let me go hurry up and manipulate this so it looks like I'm the one that's being hurt. That's what this bitch just said, like out loud. She literally just said that out loud. Like she said it.
Yeah, this is wild. This is wild. She looks crazy right there.
She's high as a fucking kite.
She literally looks crazy saying that. How can I do that? How can I do that?
She's high as a kite. Trish, was he stabbed in the front of his shoulder or the back? He was stabbed in the front from what the autopsy said.
Oh, wow.
A man getting hit with hands from a woman is in a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, let's see. Oh, thanks, Christine.
Thank you.
If you're talking about us, I think.
Yeah, Autumn said, I hope she's not talking about that. Autumn says this before that video.
That video was before, 48 hours before the unaliving. Mm-hmm. Reina, I thought the same thing. She is psycho.
Then Autumn said, looked like she was planning something.
Where did that go? I missed it. I missed
scrolling.
it. Oh, there we go. Looks like she's planning something.
Yeah.
Kathy, bring it in for us. Thank you. 29 in the chat, 21
Thank
likes.
you.
Let's get the likes up. It's free. All right.
It.
And Tomcat's always bringing the truth. She just fucked herself with that. She thinks he will get a restraining order first, showing that she's an abuser. She wanted to keep trying to make sure she looked like she was the abused. How can I make myself first? That's some nasty shit. Like, oh, I'm so sorry. You want to say something?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Kelly's death. At the time, Clenney told officers she wanted a restraining order against him.
All right, right. So what do you want to say?
I want to be like, I want to be like exonerated, I guess, of like anything wrong. And I want him, okay, the police are here. I want a restraining order against Christian Obumseli.
We don't issue those.
Because, no, I'm serious. Can I do that? Where
you have
can
to go to court. You have to go to downtown.
How can I make myself first? Because I know him and he would do it. How can I make myself first?
You gotta.
Clenney maintains she stabbed Obumseli out of self-defense. Her attorney says the body camera video shows she was seeking help from a, quote, abusive and violent relationship, but that she was failed by the system. Prosecutors say the pair were involved in a combative relationship, but that Obumseli was the victim of domestic abuse. For the latest developments in this story and all things true crime, stay with Law and Crime Network.
Boy.
How can I make myself first? What do you want? I want to just be exonerated of any wrongdoing. Her extensions look like shit. Tell the truth, Nefertiti. Thank you. I'm like, sis, if you can't grow it, then just don't do it then. If you're going to look like that. What's wrong, baby?
I don't know my
Your eyes?
Yeah. I'm all out of whack tonight. Sorry, y'all. Struggling. Struggle bus.
Keep going, baby.
I'm still here, though. Let's see. Let's see. Right under the clavicular bone and artery.
Clavicle.
Wow. Oh, I can't see.
Okay, DB.
I guess. I don't know what's going on.
Right under the clavicular bone. You just made a whole new body part.
Basically.
That's okay. I say things wrong all the time. Let's see. Oh, God. Good luck with that. Another true narcissist. Hey, take that, baby. Take that medicine.
Okay. Cool.
This time is now, baby. Take it now. Whenever someone asked me for a restraining order, the first thing they talked about is that their fear of violence from the other party. Uh-oh. Low battery. Put your thing on the battery, on the thing.
Okay, cool. Passing that box.
Oh. Hold on. Sorry. Can you
One
finish
second,
reading that
good
one?
peoples.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, 1 second. Oh, gosh. Here you go.
Thank you.
You need this? You need this?
Nah. I got one right here. Hit it.
Okay. Hey, Tomcat, what did you used to do? Because it sounds like you were either a police officer or something. You look tired, Naj. You look tore up.
I look strung out.
You look strung out and tired.
My eye is watering, and then I'm getting over the flu.
You know, Winter, I love Winter because she going to tell us if
like
we look good. She going to tell us if we look sick.
Yeah.
We're just going to tell us the truth.
It's my eye is watering, and it's causing me to feel...
Like, you look like you're struggling, brother.
I'm trying to get together.
Any of his family members, I haven't heard from them. Just curious. Yeah, you know, girl, I haven't. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Let's see.
That's a good question. That is a really good question.
Bendy said, Naj, get a nice, warm, wet washcloth and put it over your eyes for 5 minutes.
I'm going to do that. Thank you.
Yeah, that probably will feel good too, baby. Yeah, anybody know where the family is? You're right. Like, it's almost, oh, cool. Retired NYPD. Wow. Now that's cool. What did you do?
Wow.
That's like really cool. That's like awesome to have in the comments. She wants the police to make her case for her against him. And her boobs look like balloons.
I'll be right back.
I'm telling you. Oh,
sorry,
are you getting your washcloth? Yeah, you did hit me.
My bad. Oh, wow. Good timing, huh?
What?
You would say it during this.
Keep this. Hey, babe, keep this on because this is our internet. And you're walking away with it.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, well,
yeah, keep the internet over here. Oh, we're just playing with you. We're just playing with you, Winter. I promise. Oh, no, I'm just concerned. You guys always look great. Keeps me coming back. Good energy on this chat.
Oh,
hey, Winter, just so you know. Wait a minute, Winter. You're from Chicago, too. Right? Isn't Winter from Chicago?
I think so.
It's like the Midwest thing. We love making fun of each other.
Yeah.
It's the best part of our day.
What do you call it?
Oh, roasted.
Something else.
All right. His family did like one interview. Crystal, can you tell us where you found that video of his family? Because I want to know, like, ASAP, what happened. Oh, dang. Crystal said, no, girl, you have to find it. Help me, Crystal. Autumn, that's so cool, Tomcat. Although I'm up here in Canada, I just want to say thank you for your sacrifice to protect us and us being the general public. I love that. All right, guys. Ooh, super chat. Nefertiti, thank you.
Thank you, Nefertiti.
Thank you. $5 for Miss Nefertiti here for the entertaining discussion. All right. I love that. I love that. I love that. That's awesome. Tomcat, what did I do? Get aggravated mostly. I love it. Okay. All right, guys. So let's get back to the video. I have another one up that I want us to watch and see what they're saying. But I got to be careful because Najee and I got in trouble last night with pulling up the wrong, we got copywritten issue, which really bothers me. Wait, Chi-Town, me too. Basement dweller. Yes, we live in Dallas, but we're from Chicago technically. I mean, I'm not from Chicago fully, but I lived in Chicago for a decade plus, long time. And Najee's originally from Chicago. So that is where we're from. All right, guys, we're going to wrap this up with not wrap it up, but go back to this other video that we were watching. It was Dr. Phil. Oh, girl. Okay, we're going to watch that. Just give me 1 second. Let's get to this.
Do at this point is keep his head down and tell his client to do the same so that they don't feed the fire of whatever news coverage is out there.
Right. Well, I can expect Mr. Prieto filing several motions in limine to not only keep all of the videos out or all of the content out, but maybe even specific ones out. So, for example, the judge may find that some of these are relevant and others are not. And so I can see the judge maybe on a case-by-case basis, video per video. For example, let's just say there's a video out there where she's mimicking killing someone as an example. I could see, in whatever context she filmed it. As an example, I can see the judge saying, well, that's going to come in because that's relevant. It could be probative to show that she had the state of mind to hurt somebody. So I can see the defense attorneys filing several motions in limine to, again, either keep them all out or one by one select, okay, which ones are relevant, which ones are not, without losing his objection and trying to keep them all out. So lots of motions, I think, are going to be filed between now and December.
Yeah, and this trial is set for December. Do you see the trial actually happening in December, or do you think it gets pushed back?
In Tampa, for example, we're backlogged. So Miami, from what I understand, I've practiced in Miami and I have cases in Miami now. They're pretty busy. But I think that this case has priority. So I'm pretty sure the judge, absent any, from either party not being ready, I can see it going in December because it is a priority case. There's victims involved, there's victims' families involved, and everyone wants closure. So I can see the judge pushing this along and making sure that everything's done by December. Now, again, if either party's not ready, then I would anticipate a motion to continue, but not likely. There's plenty of time to get things done.
Well, Bryant Camarillo, defense attorney in the Tampa.
Okay, so that part was all about, that was wrapping up from the last video we did, where basically they are talking about what will and will not be admitted into the case. So what they will and will not allow to be a part of this case for this young lady. I'm going to go pull up another video that I saw, and then let's see what we have here. Oh, you okay?
Yes.
So I saw that the link that Kathy sent me, but someone said we might get copyright striked for it because it's Dr. Phil.
Oh yeah, they're gonna.
So I don't think we could do that one. We're gonna have to watch that on our own or on Patreon.
We'll put it on Patreon.
We'll watch it on Patreon.
But they're gonna take us down with that.
They are.
Yes. Let's see. Tennessee was born in Chicago. Nice.
Was she? Hey.
Dope. So was I.
Sorry. I'm getting something together here.
I know we got you got the super chat, but just want to see what it says here for the entertaining discussion. Appreciate you. Thanks, Nefertiti.
Thanks, Nefertiti.
Okay. You got something, babe?
All right. Yep. So, actually, I don't really have anything because I think everything else we need to go through ourselves and like watch it and see what it is because there was 4.5 hours of video today. There was 4.5 hours of live today.
Oh yeah.
Is this charging?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, don't look like it. So I have that. Well, let me see if I can get that.
Recorded statements.
Sure, sorry. While we're waiting, let's play a tell me where the heck you guys live now game.
Let's see. Winter Wolf says Tennessee is one of the prettiest places on earth. I love Smoky Mountains. All right, so while Rena's doing that, let me tell you all something like this right here. We went to Tennessee, right? Isn't that where the cabins were? We went to the cabins in Tennessee. Was it Gatlinburg? We went there to Gatlinburg.
Yeah, I went to Gatlinburg.
Let me tell you, this was some of the most beautifulest cabins, awesome mountains. But the specific cabin that we went to, I will never do it again in my life. It was the scariest thing I've experienced. All right, so first off, when we got there, we rented a what was it? Like an F-150. So we was driving an F-150 up this huge mountain. We drove into Tennessee and it was nighttime. Not just nighttime, it was foggy as ever. It was so foggy and so dark driving up this mountain, and literally if one wrong mistake, you can literally just tumble down hundreds of feet to your death. Not knowing that we was going to have to drive up this thing like this in the dark with no lights, no nothing. It was the scariest thing, probably one of the most scariest things I've experienced on vacation. And then we had to go up and we had to go down and we had to go up and down. It was just crazy. So it was a great experience at the actual cabin, but that driving up that mountain, going around and around, and then if someone else is trying to come down while you were going up, you got to back up. It was a very, very scary experience. Now, I will go back, but I would not go all the way to the top of that mountain no more. It would have to be at one of those bottom ones, because that was not my cup of tea. It was very scary. I am not afraid to admit that. So let's just see what we got going on up in here. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, man. Sorry, y'all. We freezing up.
She said, free Naj and Reina. Please pick that.
That's funny.
You think?
That is so funny. That is so funny.
What is...
Wait, what happened?
Let me see. Let me see what happened. Let's see.
Way high.
I know, but sometimes it's like, can you guys see us okay now? That's why I like to kind of go through the comments while we're on here. Yeah, I don't care for Dr. Phil, but I want to see the family. Yeah, he's not my fave either. Same here. I'm with you on that. Y'all hate Dr. Phil. As I like to say, if he were on fire, I wouldn't pee on him to put it out.
Oh, God.
Free Naj and Reina. That's so funny. You didn't offend us, girl. It's okay.
No, not at all.
I see 22 likes, but hey, the more the merrier. Mm-hmm. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and get it going because this is taking some time. Thank you for your patience, everybody. We're trying to keep up with this case, but it's in the beginning, so it's kind of a little boring.
Yeah,
a little boring.
Winter Wolf says I rented a cabin there too, Naj. It was gorgeous. Well, y'all had a bear visit. You know, I forgot to tell you, Banks, him and his girl went to the cabin too, and the bear, I think, like, got in their car, opened up the door and got in their car.
You can have it. You can have that car, buddy. Have the car, have everything in it.
Yeah. Nah.
All right, looks like, we have a super chat.
Tennessee sweetheart, we greatly appreciate you. Thanks so much for the $4.99 super chats. I lived on the north side near Wrigley Field. Oh, nice. Put towards you.
Your new internet. I love you.
Oh. Thank you.
My brother actually was a executive chef near Wrigley Field. So that is wild. And my mom and my sister and everybody lived up north. I never lived up north. I just never did it. I think the farthest north I ever got was never north, actually. I never got north. I was by the White Sox Stadium. We went by UIC area, but that was about it. Yeah. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get to the next one. Bye, Mariah. Have a great time. I'm so glad that you had a good time here with us. Let's get to the video because we've been off for a while.
Okay.
So, guys, here we are. We're going to go ahead and go to the live and see what they're talking about here.
And that is a Supreme Court case from '85. That case talks about, is there a reasonable expectation of privacy for the oral communication, which clearly it's an oral communication, and whether or not society is willing to accept it. What more would society be willing to accept than somebody, whether they're raising their voice, yelling, screaming, than their own apartment? That is clearly, we've met the burden and the standards that's elicited or is laid out in State versus Incarnati. Further, Judge, the recording...
She looks completely different.
Big difference between the recording right. The defense submitted...
The lip fillers have gone out.
Is a recording by a security guard from the One Paraiso building. Pursuant to her job duties, she is investigating a disturbance. Anything she records during her duties is something that it would be, number one, it's not going to be hearsay because it would be a business record, right? Kept in the regular course of business. And so, I don't even, again, hearsay could be admissible in this type of hearing, so I won't even address that. But what is different is that was a call to security for a disturbance. Normally, there would not be anybody outside her door. There wouldn't be. So the reasonable expectation of privacy that Ms. Clenney had is obvious. And I think it's an expectation of privacy that society is clearly willing to accept.
He's still going on about this damn privacy thing?
Under the circumstances of this particular case.
Let me say this. First of all, what is denied?
I'm going to tell you. Okay, guys, I'll be honest with you. I don't think we're going to do this case.
Yeah, pick somebody
The only reason why I don't think we're going to do this case is because they don't have good mics. I can't hear nothing.
Yeah.
My hearing's already bad. I'm not gonna get stressed out, guys. Let's finish up this live with doing what we really wanted to do, which is I just want to see Daryl Brooks real quick.
Daryl
in the wheelchair.
Drop the one in the chat if y'all want to see Lil Daryl in the wheelchair.
Everybody saw it already, but we're gonna see it together now.
Drop the one if y'all want us to review the Lil Daryl in the wheelchair. Let me go.
Because I'm like, I can't even hear nothing. Like, are you serious?
Hold on, let me go through some of these and see what we got.
For trial.
Okay.
They're talking about Dr. Phil, how much they hate him. Dr. Filthy.
Dr. Filthy. Oh, that's funny. What's up, Jennifer?
Jennifer. Yeah, y'all want us to move on because I'm over this one already. I'm not over the story, but they're gonna need to get their stuff together a little bit better. I can't hear. Our first video could barely hear it. Like, it's just not for it. Next time we need to like watch it for like 5 minutes before putting it on.
Yeah.
Because that sucked. Let's just try to get to.
Okay, let's scroll down. I think that's where we're at. I think we're a little bit delayed because it's still showing this.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Let's see. The Wrigley area is nice.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and get to it. So we can keep moving because I guess it's just going to stay delayed.
Mm-hmm.
Night corn pop.
Night corn pop.
I'm going to type it in there real quick.
Cool.
What the hell's a corn pop?
I thought that was like a shortcut for it.
She said, wow, this girl sure doesn't look all that with no makeup. I'm sure guys are all over like, who is that? I'm like that too. Like,
she probably got a lot.
Like we never left. 1111111. Let's go. Y'all ready to move on too? You guys could have told us. Y'all could have been like, Reina.
Yeah.
Reina,
I
let's
think
move
it
on,
was
baby.
boring down.
I was like,
They
over
want-
it.
They want the drama.
I'm over it too. I'm like, girl.
Let's go ahead and
All right,
let's play Lil Daryl. Let's get to it.
Awesome. Let's go.
This is Vulture's over. Still works. Judge, what are you thinking for a date? I mean, depending on, I guess
We'll see what Daryl's
Oh,
looking
nah.
to do.
My boy look broken.
He is
so
broken.
I hadn't really thought that far in advance. This is.
He's like, why they do this to me, man?
Daryl Brooks,
They
Jr.,
embarrassing
case
me.
20 CF.
Hold on, let me go back. That's his attorney?
This is State of Wisconsin versus Daryl Brooks, Jr., case 20 CF 2550. Also calling.
Wait a minute. Is he strapped in by the arms too?
Oh, dang.
Hey,
Yeah.
Zaza. Raina, maybe the next case should be the Visine murder case that Judge Daryl will proceed over.
Oh, wow.
I'm with you. I'm with you, girl. Because Courtney is not doing it for me. Let's go back. Zaza.
What's up, Zaza?
Thank you, Lavender. You're so sweet. Okay, let's see what's good.
This is State of Wisconsin versus Daryl Brooks, Jr., case 20 CF 2550. Also calling 21 CF 4596 and 21 CF 5020. Appearances.
State appears by Jacob Core and Michelle Grasso.
Attorney Robert Hampton appears with Attorney William Rakestraw with Mr. Brooks. Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. Mr. Brooks's cases were scheduled today before this branch and branch 10 for final pretrials. Mr. Brooks is currently set for trial in both of these branches on December 12th. My understanding is during the course of the morning, both the state and defense counsels met with branch 10, Judge Havas, and there was a discussion about what would happen this afternoon, and it's my understanding.
Lil Daryl. So you wait until you get life 6 times over, thousands of years in jail to go get a lawyer? Like now you figured it's a good time to have somebody speak for you.
He had a lawyer last time.
Right, but got rid of him.
Right.
And now you go, but you're like, okay, that probably didn't work too well. Let me get a lawyer for this next case.
You know what I think happened?
What's that?
I think I literally can imagine this. Daryl in his cell, holding on to the walls, like, no, I ain't going out there. I ain't going out there. Y'all not gonna make me go out there. Because I don't consent to going out there.
What about subject jurisdiction?
I don't consent to. They're like, you ain't got to consent, motherfucker. And they put his ass in a damn wheelchair and locked him up.
He fighting back. Grounds.
He like grounds. Grounds. No. You saw how big those
the big cops,
those whatever deputies.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, no, you don't get to choose. This is not Judge Daryl's courtroom. We gonna whoop your ass.
Right, exactly.
You're going in, sir.
You're going to jail now.
You're going in. I'm sorry. This is better because this is wild. Let me see where we're at. I'm over it. He's strapped to a wheelchair. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I mean, come on. I was supposed to take the medicine too. Did you take it?
No, I didn't.
Oh, wow.
Here.
I got it for you.
Let me see what we got over her. I like that idea. What's the idea?
Visine murder. I think we should do that too.
Oh, okay.
We gotta put it up in the Patreon and check with our peeps. Benny, you're in our Patreon. We're gonna add it so you can vote for it too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Autumn said, I got so excited when I saw this today.
Winter Wolf, I think that wheelchair is a prop towards his appeal. Waukesha destroyed me.
Boy.
What?
Go ahead.
Waukesha? Destroyed me, people.
Ugh.
You straight?
That's the most disgusting. Yuck. Sorry, go ahead.
Seems like it must be pretty bad, huh? Somebody said, was he gagged?
I wish. Autumn, I love it. I just love it. Was he strapped? But were they shock straps? Kathy, above it.
Oh. Thank you. Hey, you want to go through it?
Yes. Tennessee said, almost Hannibal Lecter. Tomcat said, I think it's a little too soon to trust Daryl with wheels again. Oh, fuck.
Oh, wow. That's funny.
Mikey. What the F? Wait, is this our Mikey?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell? Where's the Jamaican flag?
Where's the flags, Mikey?
I almost thought this wasn't him. Never Titty. Damn it, I lost it again. LOL. I laughed so hard when they wheeled him in this morning. I think they nailed this. No fucks given. Oh, gosh. They're like, no way we're going to take any shit from this clown. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, let me go ahead and get to it. Let's see. Oh, a super chat. Or is this old? When did this happen?
New.
Oh, super chat. Yay. You should check out Sarah Boone and the Suitcase Murderer. She sounds like a female little Daryl. Hey, we already have one with Sarah Boone.
Yeah.
She is
yeah. Sorry, babe. I just remembered. Go ahead.
We already have one with Sarah Boone, but we're going to keep following up on the ones that we did. So we have like one video for some of these cases that are already out, and we'll just keep piling on them. So thank you so much, Nefertiti.
Thank you, Nefertiti. We greatly appreciate you.
And Autumn said she agrees that's Daryl's little sister.
Hold on, let me go through.
Not the lip thing.
Huh?
She said not the lip thing. Because you know you do this. Somebody last night said his lips look like coochie lips.
What they say?
All right, I want to get back to this video real quick.
Love it. I think everybody liked the impersonations. I laughed so hard seeing little Daryl with straps.
Baby, you're covering your mouth.
Reason for sustained.
Naj, you just set off a bunch of yawns in the comments section.
Probably.
Mikey said, looking like a crackhead in the wheelchair.
Oh, there you go, Mikey. We was wondering where the flags were. You was typing too fast. Hit enter too soon.
Hey, Dragon.
What's up, Dragon?
Oh, that was me yawning? Damn.
Ah, look at you.
I don't remember yawning.
Look at you. That's funny.
All right. Let's go ahead and get back to this video, and then we got to wrap it up.
All right, let's get into it.
That there's going to be a request that we postpone the December 12th trial dates. Is that accurate?
That is correct, Your Honor. We all know where Mr. Brooks has spent the last basic month. And over that month, just out of a courtesy, because he was focusing on other things, being his own attorney there in Waukesha, we didn't speak with him because he was busy. Since the verdict is read, got back in touch with Mr. Brooks, and we're speaking again and dealing with this case, but I'm asking for an adjournment so that we can now get into how we want to handle the case in front of Your Honor and also Judge Chavez.
Mr. Kaur and Ms. Grasso, is the state going to take a position on this request?
No, Judge, given the circumstances, I don't think the state is going to object. The state would have been prepared on December 12th for these matters, but given the circumstances and the defense's inability to prepare, we're not going to object to the adjournment.
Ooh.
What do you say?
Would have been prepared on December 12th.
Mr. Kaur and Ms. Grasso, is the state going to take a position on this request?
No, Judge, given the circumstances, I don't think the state is going to object. The state would have been prepared on December 12th for these matters, but given the circumstances and the defense's inability to prepare, we're not going to object to the adjournment.
All right. At this point, from the court system's perspective, we've begun to make arrangements, and I discussed this briefly with counsel, with Mr. Kaur today. The court had reached out to find larger voir dire space for December 12th, and we talked about Waukesha. The court had been kind enough to share a juror questionnaire We talked about that. But I can't say that significant enough efforts have been made that it would cause problems to move these matters. And given the circumstances here in the events of the last month in Waukesha County, the court does understand why it would have been difficult for Mr. Rakestraw and Mr. Hampton to meet with Mr. Brooks and coordinate strategy on these matters. So for those reasons, the court will grant the request to adjourn these matters. Mr. Hampton and Mr. Rakestraw, at this point, should we be looking at setting new trial and final pretrial dates, or do you think the cases are going to move in a different direction?
At this point, I guess we set a status date so that we can figure out how we want to move forward and also discuss any possible plans, any possible options with the state if those exist.
Plea deal.
Mr. Core, Ms. Grasso, do you want to weigh in on that?
I don't have a position on that.
All right. From the court's perspective, that's appropriate because I think clearly.
Okay, we get it. Okay, whatever. We got it.
Look at
They're not gonna have court. They're not gonna do it today.
Look at Tomcat.
Tomcat's like one of my faves. You know what would be a fun prank? Pull the alarm and leave Daryl in the chair in the courtroom. Yeah, like, oh, we forgot all about him.
For the fire alarm.
Can't forget about that loudmouth.
Hold on, scroll
So
up.
you guys are having a lot of conversations about, oh, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
Autumn Rain, thank you for the super chat.
Thank you so much for the $3 super chats. We greatly appreciate it.
It's a Shiba dog
sticker.
Shiba dog happily massaging his cheeks with his mouth wide open. I like it. I'm with it.
We rocking with it.
Guys, so we're going to, I think that we should wrap up for today because you guys are reminding us about Sarah Boone. And we definitely need to do Sarah Boone again. Guys, it'd be really cool. I keep saying guys and gals
Just
and
figure
others.
of speech.
Yeah, guys and gals and others. We do have a video with Sarah Boone already. Cannot stand her. But we're going to keep going with that as well. We just need to kind of find where, like, what's going to make sense. Because we wanted to do Courtney, but that, the volume on those videos are just horrible.
Yeah, it's not really good quality sound. And I know y'all could barely hear it. And, you know, so we have to figure out something with that.
Yeah.
Good night, Lavender.
No Woman, No Cry said, look how little he looks. His attorneys are football players. The bottom.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway, I think that we're good for that. Like, I'm glad we ended it with DB because that kind of brought our energy up because that last one was kind of crazy. But whatever the case is, we'll be back with a plan of action of what we want to do next. I'm going to go to the Patreon, I think tomorrow, update the poll. I mean, it's either going to be the Visine or is it Vizine? I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's either the Visine Murders with Judge Doro again or Sarah Boone, or we can do both.
Yeah.
You have to choose. Sarah Boone's coming up in January, I believe. Like her whole court case. So, but okay, guys, let's definitely look at that and see what we need to do. But otherwise, it's been fun with you guys per usual. Had a great time. It's always so fun.
Greatly appreciate you all for coming through, keeping the conversation going. And please tap the like if you haven't yet. If you are new, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn those notifications on. We do have a Patreon right now. We have the Founding Tribe, right? The Founding Tribe membership. So there are a total of 20 spots, but it's going down. And once those 20 spots are up, that tier will be closed. Right now it's just $8 to get into it, and that is a limited time price. Once that price is taken up, the total of 20 spots, we're going to move the price on up. But we greatly appreciate you all for coming through.
Yes, and don't forget, this entire channel is all about true crime, fun, reactions, things like that. We do react to other stuff, but lately we've been really having a good time with that. And most of our new subscribers are all about true crime, so we're happy to stay on that because we love true crime anyway. So But yes, so we will see you guys soon. We don't have a schedule for our lives, but we'll be back in either tomorrow or a day or two, and we'll keep it moving.
Thank you all for the super chats and super stickers.
Super stickers, super
Really
chats.
appreciate it. Thank you all.
And we're going to go ahead and mute it so you guys can wrap up your conversations and get it going from there.
Yes, yes.
Bye, Bendy.